Hey, welcome to my channel where I talk about dolls, and that's literally it. And in this video, I'm going to be unboxing a whole bunch of Maplelea stuff. But here's the thing. It's not stuff that I'm opening right now. It's stuff I've been opening for the last, I don't know, maybe month or so. Because in Canada, we've had a tax break on toys, for example. And because of that, I've been buying everything I possibly wanted from the Maplelea store. But that means I got a little bit behind in all my unboxings, and I don't want to upload 3 unboxing videos a week because they'll all bleed into each other. So instead, I'm going to compile those 4 unboxing segments into one video. And throughout those unboxing videos, there'll be a total of 7 dolls and I believe 5 or 6 outfits and a few other things in between. And then I'll chapter everything just so you can see what's being unboxed in case you're only curious in some of it. But I hope if you don't watch all of it, you'll at least watch the custom segment, because not only do I love the doll and how she turned out, but the custom itself involves untwisting a Makena wig. And some of you may be curious about how that looks, and I guarantee you'll love the outcome if that sort of thing appeals to you. And I think I'll come back between each segment just because it's going to be there are going to be a lot of cuts, let me put it that way, just because it's some of these dolls I've opened so long ago that I've had time to sit with them, and so different things happen throughout the last month as I've been waiting to upload, but I'm trying to control how many videos I do. I don't want to be doing 3 or 4 videos a week anymore, so that's why this happened. And then after this, I think I'll be caught up. So let me move on to the first segment, in which I'll be unboxing one of the Maplelea limited edition dolls, as well as 2 outfits that I will be, of course, trying on American Girl dolls, just in case anyone's curious. And then I'll probably be putting the outfit for the limited edition doll back on her, which sounds silly, but I bought this particular outfit with her in mind. See, the thing is, oh, and another thing before I open is the last couple times I've gone to pick up Maplelea dolls, I've peeked at them or they've shown me the doll, so I didn't have any chance to react in like real time to how I feel about it. So now I've made sure not to look at her until I can be on camera, and to the point where I let the packing slip in there. So like I said, 2 outfits. So now I'm going to have a genuine like live reaction, let's say, because usually I'm cheating and looking at them ahead of time, which means there may be some tape on the back of the box. So with no further ado, yeah, she's sorry. I'm being so scrupulous because I don't want to mislead anyone, but she's really cute. And this is the Friends 2 mold, by the way. So I'm just trying to bask in it and take it all in before I talk about how I feel about her. So there are 2, well, there were 2 limited edition Maplelea and Me dolls. Okay, so that answers my question. So all the time, anytime I buy a doll, there's this, I'm going to show you. On the back, it says on this, am I on the right side? No, this side. It says LE, which I thought meant limited edition, and then the edition size. But these dolls are a limited edition of 125 pieces. There was this one with the medium skin tone, and the other one had light skin tone and more colorful hair. This one just has subtle streaks in her hair. And they say LE2204, so it's not limited edition number size. Now I know. And I'm glad that I didn't talk about it before, because then I just would have sounded really silly. So now back to the doll. She is, as I said, one of 2. So they're the only 2 dolls that came with this particular outfit that she's in. And they've used pieces from the outfits, I think the shoes maybe, for their Taylor Swift doll. I just want to take a peek. Okay, so it's just, I was wondering what the journal might be. So it's just the generic Maplelea and Me. It's no special limited edition one, unfortunately. I was hoping for something a little bit different, and maybe there is. I should probably look at it before I just throw it aside, because I do have so many of these now. Yeah, it's just the blank Maplelea and Me journal. So now, so the reason I wanted her specifically and not the other one, okay, no tape on the back. I'm telling you, every time I have to rip off the tape, I'm so, I think I've already said this before, but I'm so embarrassed because it's so loud. But, so what I was saying about the doll is, I wanted her because she has a little bit of a unique skin tone compared to the other dolls I have, because I already have, there are only, I think, 8 molds in total, unless you count the one doll who has an upgraded mold. So the variation at this point is still a little bit limited because they're a small company. And to anyone who doesn't know, sorry, I probably should have started with that too, is they're They're a Canadian company. I think most of you who follow my channel would know by now, because I'm opening up on a lot of these lately for many reasons, and I'll probably talk about it a little bit later. They're not as easy to open, I gotta admit that. Over American Girl. How does this even come out? So yeah, there's not much variation, and so I really want to get different versions of the Friend 2 mold, which is what she is. But because it's a smaller company, they don't release as many dolls as American Girl, for example. There we go. And so far, of the Friends 2 mold, oh, so this dress is not what I was hearing the plastic of this, and I was like, her dress is plastic, but it's not. It's like a holographic material. And I'm jumping all over the place because I'm excited to open her and see her in person, and she's really cute. And I like the skin tone. I'm looking at my other Maplelea dolls. Yeah, she's a unique enough skin tone from all the other dolls I have, for sure. So let me bring her closer. So at first glance, she probably just looks like she has black hair. But as you can see, now that I've turned her around, there are some purple highlights. And the funny thing about my original plan when I bought this doll, when I wanted to buy this doll, was before I bought her, changed my mind, before buying her, was because there isn't a lot of variation, and especially when it comes to boy dolls, they've only used one mold for their boy dolls. I'm kind of determined to make a boy doll in every face mold, but I'm not going to do it with her, because not just because she's limited edition, and for the record, she's the same price as the regular Maplelea Me dolls. They just didn't make as many of them, which is, it's strange to think, because that means if they only made 125 of 2 different versions of the dolls, same outfits, they only made 250 of these outfits, which means they weren't really mass produced. And when something's not mass produced, it's more expensive to produce. So I'm surprised that it's not more expensive, but I mean, yeah, they're already premium dolls, so they're already expensive. And the current price is $125. As I'm recording this, she's not sold out yet. She's in the last chance section. No, I'm not going to undress her just yet. Let me undo her hair, because I'm going to open the outfits and then I'll come back in the end and put her in another outfit. But what was I saying? So the doll with so she's light to medium, I think, like medium, maybe a lighter medium skin tone. Brown eyes, mostly black hair. So more subtle of the two. The one with the light skin and the lighter blue eyes, and the blue, mostly blue hair with a little bit of purple. So where her hair is black, I believe the other doll's hair is blue. She's sold out now. So they both went into last chance, but the blue-haired doll went into last chance first. So when she went into last chance, I was like, fine, I'm going to have to buy her now. But I kind of wanted to, because in case this is why do you want to undress this doll? In case anybody has not seen my other Maplelea unboxings, I'm in a mission to get everything they have on the site currently that I want. It's not everything that they have, but everything that I want on the site, I'm trying to get it before February 15th. And at the time of recording this, I don't know when I'm going to upload it, I still have about a week left. So better get going, because February 15th, our taxes return. I'm in Toronto, Canada, and our Prime Minister, he gave us a tax break on many items, which extends to toys. And I'm going to open that one after. And so, because they're Canadian, it's a Canadian site, I pay with Canadian funds. For one thing, my dollar is on par because it's Canadian, and I don't have to pay taxes. So I'm just been really excited, buying everything I possibly have wanted from Maplelea, and it's been fun. And I really do like this doll, even though I know they're not for everyone, and that's fine, but I really like them, and I am excited when I get them. But I think sometimes I'm a little bit shy to show my excitement because I know they're not for everyone. And I'm going to stop being less excited when I'm unboxing everything. So I didn't even tell you, because in my excitement, this is the Poetry in Motion Ballet outfit set, and this went into last chance. So I think that sometimes they do that when their outfits run out, or not outfits, but when some certain products run out, they will come back. But they don't say that when they're in the last chance boutique section of the website. So this is something I really like. I do love this ballet outfit, and oh no, it's pink. It's pink and purple, and every time I buy something from Maplelea, I'm always kind of bragging that they use different colors, but the next outfit does have different colors, I promise. So pink stockings, and I'm going to try this on an American Girl doll first, even these ballet flats, which I'm not sure how they'll fit, but there's a witch's costume that kind of has long, narrow shoes that I was afraid to try an American Girl. And then someone told me that they actually fit American Girl better because the foot doesn't have to go all the way in. So I'm hoping for something similar with that, but these are really cute ballet flats. What would you call these? Ballet slippers? And there's a little, so they're gold, like a vinyl-y gold, you know what I mean? Like a PVC, not faux leather, and not quite patent leather, but not plastic. If they look like hard plastic, they're not, and that's why they have this paper shoved in the toe. And I've struggled with those before, not realizing they were there. And as you can see on the bottom, they have like a suede. It's very much like a, not the shape because they don't have that hard toe, I don't think, that a real ballet slipper would have. But I've never done ballet, so I don't know for certain. But I think as far as doll slippers, 18-inch doll slippers go, they're a pretty good replica. What's this? Are these supposed to be tied? Maybe they're supposed to hang like that. It's like a little ribbon. You know what? I can always look at the the catalog, which I have been, down below me. And these are like little armlets that go on the bicep. And they feel kind of organza-y, very, how would I say? They're soft, smooth. And so if it's organza, you know how organza is kind of mesh-ish? This would be a finer mesh. So it feels a little bit stiffer than if you had a human size organza, if these were human size. So they're just stiffer, I think, because of the scale. And then it comes with this tutu. Well, I think a tutu would be separate. So this is a ballet dress, outfit, costume. And if you can see from there, it's the bodice is purple with purple like glitter in it. It's not stuck to it. It seems to be made with it. And then rhinestones going across the breast line. And then it's got a mesh here, which for these 18-inch doll bodies, American Girl, Maplelea, they both have cloth bodies, which I love to disguise. And then there's like this should cover exactly what I need to cover. And that's what I was excited about trying it. But it's got a little bit of a box shape, unfortunately, but it's got a few layers. So it's not really a tutu. You know, here's the bottom layer, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 4 layers, that's nice. That sounded so sarcastic. And it comes with a, what is this, like a program? Yeah, so this is a program for the recital. I guess it's supposed to be, because they're kids. Oh, I see. Okay, so they have it in French and English, but I started on so it's Maplelea Presents, Poetry, Emotion. And so if you look at the cover this way and then open it, so I was thinking that if you opened it the right side up, so it's kind of like upside down, you know what I'm saying? So it's like French, and then here is that right side up, and then English, and then here. I guess they do it that way so you're holding it the right way, either way. Okay, I understand. I don't know why I was feeling a little verklempt about it. And then these would be the tickets to the recital. 2 tickets. In the stock photos, they have the doll holding them, but I think it would be more the parents who would be holding them. And then like all Maplelea outfits, items, almost all, they come with journal pages. If I can figure out how to open them, because sometimes they're in plastic and sometimes they're not. Wow, that's some strong tape. I'm not kidding. There'll be a French page, which is what I always pull out first for some reason. A blank page for you to write on whatever you want when you put it in your journal. And then the English page, I'm assuming most people who watch this are English, so that's the page I tend to show. Sorry. As I talk about it, I'll hold up the French page just in case. So it's Birth of Ballet in Canada, and it talks about European dance troupes and Canadian audiences. Oh, and it talks about Celia Franca. I'm assuming that's how you say her name. I guess she was a French ballerina. Now, I'm also excited because the doll I've chosen to model this outfit is Tiana. And the reason I've chosen Tiana is because she has a bun, and so I didn't have to do her hair. And I don't really show, I show Tiana dolls, but I don't really show Tiana, who's a Tiana doll, like has not been changed. So you get to see her in her default hairstyle. And another thing about all their outfits, all their tags in every piece of outfit will, in every piece from the outfit will say Poetry in Motion. It'll say whatever the outfit it goes with. And this one is KM169. And I forget what the K stands for. I know it's the people who used to manufacture the dolls, but I'm assuming K and then F stands for fashion. Is that what I said? KF? And I think that's, so it'll say KM. I don't know what the M stands for. Maplelea. I bet you it stands for Maplelea. So anyway, the thing about the stockings, that these are called, right, is the Maplelea dolls have really long, skinny legs. So whenever, and I usually don't sew stockings, but this definitely would not feel complete without putting the stockings on because they're so long that they end up coming all the way up to an American Girl's armpits. But if anybody was interested in this outfit, because it is really nice, really high quality, did I even say the price? $45 Canadian. There you go. I mean, if you were interested, I obviously would be able to look on the website. Oh, maybe these aren't too bad. I mean, not too bad because they're really not literally coming up to our armpits. Because I've had them. Oh, you know what though? I wonder if I can get these to sit flatter here because the slipper is not going to cover the entire ankle. And I have to be careful with Velcro. It always defeats me. Sticking to something. But I am curious to see how this would fit on an American Girl body, just because American Girl did a re-release of their ballet outfit from, was it 2004 that one came out? Maybe it was even older. I have the re-release, but I wasn't interested in that particular. Ooh, keep in mind, American Girls are bigger. And sometimes I have trouble getting it over their chubby little bodies. Not that there's anything wrong with chubby little bodies. Wow. Velcro got me anyway. Even after all my talking about how I have to be careful, I wasn't careful. And because the bodies are chubbier, I have to get the arms in when they're down here. Okay, it's coming along. I'm just trying to, Velcro. And you know what I wish? I wish the hard Velcro, the rough side, was the underneath layer. Whoa. So that it didn't always stick to the, it didn't stick to the tights every time I pulled it up. Her tights are ruined. I'm just trying to get it all up and looking nice so that she looks the best she can when I pull her forward. Okay, it's a nice fit, but because I don't like to show any of the neckline, I'm kind of pulling it back so that you won't see her cloth body once it's on. The Velcro is so strong. It's not necessary to be that strong, I don't think. Here we go. The perfect model. But I don't know what would be the best way to get these weird little wrinkles out of here. Because they're really delicate fabrics, and I wouldn't trust it. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't want to put an iron to it because I don't know enough about fabrics. Now, these are just elastic, and because they're chubbier, I don't know if they're going to stretch out and then not fit Maplelea after. Oh no, it feels fine. Aw. Right here. I'm a little nervous about the shoes, just so you know. But I'm going to have faith in the process. Trust the process. Because as you can see, look how narrow this is. Look at this. So they have an elastic under here to put over the foot. Oh, slippers, forgive me. Oh, so I guess the elastic would also, how are we doing? The elastic would also keep the tights more in place. Oh, you got one big foot, Tiana. That's okay. That's fine. Because it kind of stretches. Yeah, the vinyl goes out. It makes it look like her foot is extra wide. It's not her fault. And I won't do it for the sake of the video, but you would have to play with the stockings to get them to sit right because you know the toe line? Sometimes they just slip all the way up outside the shoe and it's not pretty. I was about to put it behind her. Okay. It definitely looks cute in front. I was like, did I put this on the back way? I want you to see the whole thing, so that's why I'm struggling. I'm going to suffer through getting, because I think they have a bigger foot. Hopefully it's always the bigger foot I put on first. Yes, I think it was. Ugh. Again, you're going to struggle, not struggle with, you're going to have to play with the stockings to get them in a nice way. Okay, they look funny. They don't look right at all. They look like her foot's wide and her toes are narrow. So I'm going to bring her close and you can decide for yourself how you feel. But do you see what I'm saying? Is that clear enough? In my opinion, I don't love the way the slippers look on her. So I'm going to take the slippers off. I'm going to leave the outfit on her in the background because I think it looks cute. I don't know if anybody was interested in this and you had better, ooh, are they okay? If American Girl already has ballet slippers you could use, but I personally wouldn't use these. I'm not comfortable. I'm trying to get these bounced back into shape. Tiana. No, it's not her fault. Like I said, it's mine. But the costume itself fits really nicely. And of course, I'll show you at the end. I'll probably change her off camera and then come back and show you. But Tiana, I'm sorry, you can't have these slippers. And then I think they would be able to hold these. No, American Girl would probably hold these better because they have, no, I don't know how you'd hold these things. I guess you would have to double side tape them or something. And then I have another, okay, don't be mad that I'm going to put her behind me for a bit, but I love her, and this is not in any disrespect. I just want to lay her behind me because I have some other things to show and I don't want her getting too crunched up. So let me put Tiana over here in the ballet outfit while I talk about, do I need to put this on a doll? So maybe I'm gonna, oh no, it's fine. This is another outfit that I bought because it was on sale, and I do have to start thinking about summer because it's maybe the dead of winter right now. So cold here, so snowy, but winter doesn't last forever. So I bought the Walk in the Wild outfit. It's like a camp, one of the Camp Maplelea outfits because it's on sale right now. And I don't know if they're clearing it out. The sale price is $37, and I think it was $48 originally. It comes with some really nice pieces, not shoes, but I already have the shoes that are pictured with it on the website because it is a perfect match. So it comes with a hat, and I love hats for my dolls. I personally would never wear a hat of this shape because I like the hard crown, I think you call it. And this is, I don't even know what this does. I don't know what this particular style is called, but it's not for me. Comes with this little hiking bag. I wouldn't really call this a backpack, but you wear it on your back. Oh, I guess it would be a backpack. Fine. And see, I'm not crazy about branding, but because I think of it as Maplelea, Camp Maplelea, the Maplelea, it's a windbreaker material, by the way, that is resonating or coming across. Cute colors. As I said, not everything's pink. I wasn't lying. I just always look like I'm lying. And this bright green shirt, I'm going to imagine how it's going to look on them. Whoop, yep, that's bright on the monitor. It's not that bright, I promise, but it is bright. It's just not headache bright. And then it ties together with the logo underneath. And then these, oh wow, these are really soft. These are really soft. What is this made of? I don't even know what kind of material this is. It feels like a very stretchy, just so smooth to the touch. And I don't know what else I would compare it to. Very weird. It almost feels like it's cotton poly blend, but it almost feels like rubber, like a really soft, sleek rubber. Weird, but I like it. It's just, I don't know how to explain how it feels. And then of course autumn. Is this an autumn outfit? I thought it was going to be a camp outfit. Fabulous fall. So same thing, English, French, blank page. And I'm going to put it on, oh, and just so you know, these are the, I already had these shoes and they're a perfect match, as you can probably see from there, and they're pictured in the website in the stock photo. And I'm going to put it on Maritza, however you say it, because I don't show her a lot, and I think the hat would look really cute on her. And I'm hoping that it's a good fit for American Girl. And then now that I'm looking at all this maple leaf stuff, maple leaves, like because there are maple leaves on the garment, I wonder how people feel about the Canadiana of it, because I, as a Canadian, I see it as more like cottage core, but I don't know how non-Canadians would see it. If it would just seem like sometimes people think patriotic, is that what you call it? Patriotic things are tacky or cheesy or whatever. I'm not saying I feel that way. I'm just saying I know some people feel that way and people don't like it. So I wonder if this is limiting and not a very good outfit to show because it's just got so many maple leaf, so much Canadiana attached to it. But of course, I wouldn't feel the same way about it as someone outside of Canada. And again, it's the hard Velcro's on the outside, so it's going to catch anything. Is it blinding you? Because I'm looking at it, it's fine, but I'm glancing at the monitor and it's a wow. It's wow. Yeah, it feels just like a shrunken down windbreaker. Are windbreakers still a thing? I feel like it's so 80s. Maybe it's because I'm from the 80s. See, because I know Maritza is very sporty, so I thought she would be a good model for this. And I actually really like it on her, except, you know how they have that wider spread hand? And there is no give on this material. Aw. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it because it doesn't, nope. Because it's zero stretch. So, oh, wow. What am I supposed to do? I think I would have to boil her hand or just be really stubborn. It's coming. Here we go. so you know what to expect. Can you see in the monitor how, or can you see on the screen? Okay, it fits. I'm just, whew, trying not to be a bad host here. Okay, so these shoes, have I even tried these on a doll yet? I don't even remember. They've been on display in my the shoe tower. So I've just kind of had them because they're really cute shoes. This is a really cute, very Mapletea, even though I don't know. I guess she could go to Camp Maple if she wanted to. Do these need to come up higher? Sorry, see, it's kind of sags here, so I'm just seeing how high I need to pull them up. Because, like, I already said it in this video because of ballet outfit, the bodies are quite different. Pretty compatible, you just kind of have to compensate sometimes, if you know what I mean. Pull back that shirt. I don't know, I'd like to see the body or the neckline. This is actually a really cute outfit, much cuter than I gave it credit for when I saw it online. There's a lot of hair. So let me try to get the hat on her too. I forgot to bring her doll stand over. All right. So this has a Velcro. So I guess get it on her hair, get it over her hair, because Mapletea also has she has a lot of hair. It's a really big wig. But I have to say, I wasn't expecting it to look this. Okay, no, her hair is going to be inside because I don't want to be here for 10 minutes. Finagling. Very fun coincidence that I kind of just chose her last minute, because this is actually, there's a reason I bought this outfit too that I'm going to talk about in a second. I'll just put it on her as a backpack. Because there's a particular character who's wearing this, even though in the stock photo, even though it's not part of that particular character's collection. Hopefully she'll stand up, because I didn't bring a stand. I'll bring the hat back so you can see her face. Boy, she's got a lot of hair. Very cute. Okay, let me bring her closer. What am I thinking? So, I think this is a really great, it suits her a lot, like her character, at least the way she is in my head. Very sporty. Can't really see the backpack because she has so much hair, but that's how it sits. And in the stock photos, I think they have the doll holding it because they have hands that can hold it. Now, back to what I kept saying, what I've said a couple times already, so for the third time. I bought this doll, this outfit, because I have a doll. I now have the doll who was modeling it on the website, even though it's not part of her story, her collection, because someone, what's the word, donated a doll? Somebody gifted me a doll, a Mapletea doll, because I don't have this particular character, and every time I talk about Mapletea, I keep saying I have a Mapletea deep dive. It is coming up. And another thing was, the last time my last core girl, I think is what they call the main girls, the named characters, was Alexi, the Toronto girl. And I talked about how the character Taryn almost looks like a sun-faded version of her, because she just has a lighter skin tone, lighter hair, and lighter eyes, but everything else is the same. And I might have to make some more room. Sorry, Tiana. Because, so just to refresh your memory, this is Alexi, the Toronto girl. And now, thanks to, she doesn't have a channel, so I don't know if I should say her name, but I can say hi, M. I hope you don't mind. But she did say she wanted to see me put this doll in a video. So this is Taryn, that she very graciously gifted to me. And so now I can show them side by side to show the differences. And the truth is, so I didn't have any interest in getting Taryn because I have Alexi. But the really great thing about the girl who gifted me Taryn is she had a really pretty one. So I've noticed that her wig is really pretty, and there's something pretty about her face. And to those of you who are not familiar with the classic, I guess they would call it the classic mold or the core mold, the first 4 girls who were introduced in 2003 had this one mold. And I don't know if I've said it on here yet, but I was probably saving it for the deep dive. But this particular mold is based off of a real little girl who wouldn't be a little girl anymore because the molds are over 20 years old. But that's the reason why. It must be the reason why these dolls can be a little bit uncanny, at least on camera. In person, I can't stress enough how much cuter, how much prettier they look, because I can see on the monitor and I can see in pictures that they don't translate that well on camera for whatever reason. And it's like, until you see one in person, you won't know. But I just want to bring Taryn a little bit closer because, like I said, the girl who gave it to me, and I don't know how she would feel about me saying her name, but I can say her initial. Thank you so much, M. She is such a beauty. And it was very generous of you to gift her. And also maybe people will see her and realize that they can be very pretty. It's just a matter of seeing them in person sometimes, or getting a good one, because I have a classic mold or core mold doll who did not age very well. She's just in a scary state, but I love her in her own nightmarish little way. So I'm just going to go off camera and change. I want to put Taryn in this outfit, and I want to put the limited edition doll. I haven't chosen her name yet, but I want to put her in the ballet outfit. So I'll be back in 1 sec. My original plan when I went off camera that time was to take that limited edition doll and put her into the ballet outfit, because that was my original intention for that outfit and that doll. But when I started doing the doll's hair, I wanted to put it into a bun because that's a very typical ballet thing to do. It just was not looking good on that doll. So her character took a very different turn, and now I'll show you the way she did end up and has been sitting in my collection for quite a while now. I've named her Erica, and she's more of a skater girl, which is fine because I have more than enough pieces to make up a doll like that. And if you're curious about what she's wearing, it's a total mix and match of Alexi's pieces, the Toronto girl, and then I put the Every Child Matters shirt underneath just because it tied together the colors, and I just love those shirts. And now, so these are a pair of Alexi's shoes from an outfit I don't have. I think it's called Purple Peace or something like that, because it comes with a peace sign shirt and a vest. And then these are from her Mooncakes outfit. This is from the sort of accessories that you could get to extend on her original outfit. I don't remember what it's called, but I think it's called City Chic, something like that. And then this hat is from another Alexi outfit. So she really is she stole Alexi's wardrobe. She ransacked it. And then she's got an American Girl of Today skateboard, just because I figured that would tie together her skateboardy girlness. And then these are a pair of sunglasses I showed a while back, but they didn't suit the doll I had bought them for. And most people in the comments were like, just have him without the sunglasses. Don't put them on his face or on top of his head. But it's funny how dolls do that. Did I say her name was Erica? I think I did. But anyway, her name is Erica, if I forgot to say that. This video is already going to be all over the place. Why shouldn't I be in between segments? So what I was saying is, it's funny how dolls take on their own personality, and she turned out way better than I would have expected in this personality, or this character, let's say, than just having her be in the ballet outfit, which I will show again later on a Maplelea doll, but I can't show it right now because that doll she's on, I haven't unboxed yet. I mean, I have, but I haven't shown the video yet. And then I'll show Taryn too, because I've already had time to sit with her, and I can thank Melissa again for gifting me the doll, and show that right now she's dressed for winter, which I like because she has very blushy cheeks. And I think that's part of what makes her look really pretty, is the heavy makeup. Not heavy makeup, but she looks right now like she's been out in the cold, and that's why she looks good for winter. See what I'm talking about? It comes up very, as I'm looking in the monitor, looks very true to real life. And then I'm hoping on the flip side, in the summer, she'll just look like she has sun-kissed cheeks. So I think, all in all, I love these two dolls, but I'm really grateful to Melissa for gifting me this Taryn, because I don't think it's a doll I was ever going to buy. And now that I have her, she's really pretty. Got a good one. So thank you again. And now, in the next segment, I'll be opening two Maplelea Me dolls, both of which are still available on the website at the time I'm recording this, but you never know. One of them's in the last chance section, and one of them is still in the regular looks like she's fine. And funnily enough, it's the one who is still widely available, if I understand the website correctly, I want to open first, because I'm very excited for her. The thing is, I'm trying not to peek at the dolls before doing unboxings so that I can react to them live, I guess you could say. And when I went to buy these dolls, the girl who, I did a pickup in store because that's how I always order them. The girl who was helping me, she was verifying that my orders were correct. And she tried to open this doll in front of me and show it to me. And she was like, oh, she's so pretty. And I'm like, yeah, I know she's pretty. That's why I want to react to her on camera. Because I think I'm always selling them short because I've already looked at them. Oh, and I got a pair of glasses to go with her. I just made a little bit of noise. So that means if there is some, how would you say, if the back of the box is taped, you almost got to see her before I did. I didn't cheat, and I didn't want to risk seeing her face. because like I said, I'm excited to see her. And I don't know the numbers, but I think it's written on the box somewhere, so I'll be able to tell you from this. So she's KMF 46. Now, I'm going to see her first, because I think I'm more excited than you would be. Oh, she is very pretty. You know what it is? She's got bangs and she's got beautiful, like her eyes are very pretty. I'm just going to be selfish for a second, because I want to enjoy her before I want to get her bangs put down properly, because not a lot of Maplelea dolls. That's not true. Not a lot of Maplelea and me dolls I have. Oh, good, no tape. Have bangs. Sorry. Now I'm going to show her to you, because I do love this doll, and she'll look even better once I open her up and get her redressed, because I'm not crazy with the starter outfit. I love that it's high quality. And I hope some of you who've gotten used to them, who've spent some time with them because of my videos, that you can recognize that she is very pretty. She's they're not like, she's still cute, maybe because of the bangs, but I like to see the Maplelea and me dolls as a little bit older. They're kind of around 16 years old in my collection. And they come with journals. I don't think I need to tell you that, because as repetitive as I am, that's a little bit too much repetition. So I just jump right in and unbox her. I just wish they'd never put tape on the backs, because it's so awkward to open. I don't know what benefit the tape has. This is already enough to open. So one thing I want to say as I'm unboxing her is, usually when I bring out the Maplelea clothes, I would show you every piece up close, and then I would try it on an American Girl doll, so that American Girl collectors can decide if they want it for their American Girl dolls. Oh, okay, so she's older. She's got the pants, the older pants. The dolls that are released now, if you could see these are more like, almost like a denim looking kind of pant. And now they're more of a polyester purple. And I know these things now because I have so many of these dolls. And I forgot to bring over scissors. Oh well. You probably need them again too. So, what I was saying is, this time, instead of showing the outfits that I'm going to show on an American Girl doll, I'm not going to dress the American Girl dolls. I've pre-dressed the American Girl dolls so that I get them looking cute and not struggle so much. But then so what I'm saying is, I'm doing it backwards. I'm going to undress the American Girl doll and then put their outfits on their respective doll that I bought them for. And I planned ahead, bought some doll stands, because these dolls have a little bit of a back glance. So I prefer them on a doll stand so that I can lean them forward. And yes, I really love this doll. So sometimes it's like a hit or miss with any doll, especially with these sleepy eyes, or these shut-in, what do you call them? Betty Bye eyes, sleepy eyes. They're hit and miss with the placement, and she's got really great eye placement for me. So I'm going to bring her back now that her hair is out. I'm just trying to get her looking presentable. And then I have to figure out you know what, while you look at this, look at her face, I'm going to dig through looking for my, like I said, I forgot to bring out my scissors again. And I don't want to cut just for that. I'm going to try to open it with a screwdriver. Anyway, so I hope that what I said was true, that she's very pretty. I'm not going to completely undress her. I just want to get these plastic sleeves off so that I can relax as I get to the next doll. And I'm excited about the next doll too, but this is the one did it. This is the one I really wanted to see, and I'm not saying she's a favorite yet, because I do like to sit with dolls before I decide, but I think she's the one I'm going to like more out of these two. Famous last words, right? Anyway, so she's free, and her bangs get wispy really fast. Not that I can't pop it back into place. So I don't know if I said already, this is the Friends 2 mold. It's only been used on Maplelea and Me dolls, which for any American Girl collectors, it's the Maplelea version of Truly Me or Just Like You, that whole thing. I really want her bangs to sit pretty while she's in the background as I open the next doll. And these glasses will be for her, but after I dress her. Now, she opened this doll, not right up, but sorry about that. And I know the doll is in here upside down right now because I saw how she boxed her back in. Oh, they're quite a different skin tone. She's very pale compared to her, because she already looks pale, right? Not compared to this doll. Oh, she's very pretty too. So I guess that's what happened. I've totally embraced these dolls, and I love them now because she's very pretty. I do like her more right now, but she's not completely opened up, so it's not a fair assessment to make. And because this is an older doll, she came in that big old keepsake box, as they call it. Oh, should I show her to you? So she's got her hair held back so that I find it's not a very flattering look, just to have this big old face right in front of you. And after I placed this order, this is, oh, I didn't even say the number of the doll. She's KMF 37. So after I placed this order, Maplelea emailed me to say that they found I think it's KMF 33 in the back. Like they found one, she was not on the website because she's been sold out for a while. So they called or emailed me to offer her because in the past I've gone there and been like, so do you have any back stock of this doll just in case for your spa dolls or anything like that, or just for photography? And it worked once. I got one of the old, I want to say 31. Listen, I'm stuck with these any doll numbers. I'm not going to ever be able to remember what's what. So I think because I've been that obnoxious kind of customer, they probably put in the back of their minds like, oh, if we ever come across dolls, let's offer it to this guy who's so obnoxious. And the reason I was bringing that up is because they told me she was this doll basically, but with blue eyes. So I was like, well, the fact is I wanted this doll because of her brown eyes, because I just prefer brown eyes in general. Oh yeah, once you take out their hair, what a difference. And it's funny because you know how it's like with any doll line you collect, if there's one mold, any variation, just you wouldn't think they look different, especially as you're getting used to or getting to know different molds. Like they all just kind of look the same. And so at first you think, why would I need both of these dolls here when they're just the same face, they might not even have the same eye color. I'll have to look at them in a second. Because I find, and I don't know if it's different eye colors or just everything that they produce so far has variation. So it might be the same eye color, but they just look different from batch to batch or from doll to doll. Okay, my screwdriver's not going to help here, I don't think, because the tape's on here so weird. It's coming. I thought I had it. I did. So I want to compare their eye color before I bring out the two American Girl dolls currently wearing the outfits that are for them. And did I already make it clear that I bought a lot of retired clothes? And now I'm kind of like, I need dolls to go on to model these outfits. Which is, see, I've also mentioned this a lot lately that we have a tax break in Canada too currently. So I'm trying to get as much as I may possibly want. And as I'm getting to know the dolls more and more, I'm falling in love with more and more of them. She is very pretty. And yeah, so I think I'm at that level where I just love them. So I think here, let me just bring them both up close. I don't even think I did show her close, but not with her hair down. And really letting out the hair makes a big difference on any doll. So I'm letting you compare their eyes before I look at them. But you see the skin tone difference, huh? Like the blonde one almost looks translucent because she's so pale. And so she just has a little bit more life to her. Now let me see if their eyes are different. And I am surrounded by glaring lights. I would say their eyes are pretty similar. The banged doll has a little bit more of a red tint to her eyes, and I like that, so I'm not saying that as a read at all. So I do love them. But let me get her glasses on her. I just feel like it's part of her character in my brain already. And I do love all the eyeglasses and sunglasses that they have. I think I have most of them at this point. And these are just brown ones. Okay, they're nice. Because I have a pair of brown glasses. I don't know where they were bought with another doll, and they're cheap looking. So I thought it might be these. But they looked better online, and then in person, they're not the cheap glasses that I already have. I already know her name is Tina. I don't know why, it's just her name. And she's definitely a Tina, especially with these glasses on. But I haven't gotten to know her character yet. So, glasses, so cute, right? Let me bring her back for like the third time, maybe fourth. Cute, right? She makes me laugh. And any accessories or anything you buy, new at least, will come with a journal page, French page, an English page, and a blank page. So now, a funny thing is, I'm about to bring out, the first American Girl I'm going to bring out is a girl I've never redressed before because she has such a strong character and role in my collection. So I've never seen her, at least in person, in another outfit. But this outfit has blue in it to match her blue hair. So this is Jasper, wearing, I believe it's Brianne. So Brianne is the prairie girl. I only have a scary version of her so far, not the proper version of her. So this is, I believe, part of her collection. It's called Color Craze. And as you see, it's very cute. So because these dolls have longer arms, sometimes the sleeves will sit longer, but I like that. It looks like, maybe because I'm not a particularly tall person, I often have shirts that have long sleeves. So, I mean, I'll talk about the pieces a bit more. I shouldn't talk about it until I undress her for, this is going to be her outfit. So, and just to see it on an American Girl up close, because I often, whenever I show retired outfits, I say that they're hard to come by, but when you find them, they're really decently priced. Like I've never had to pay a lot for a secondary Maplelea outfit so far. And I don't know if there are Grail, oh, there is one Grail outfit, the Anna Green Gables outfit. But other than that, I don't think there's really a Grail piece. Or maybe something that you love, or I'm speaking for myself too. It's a cute outfit, right? So now I'm going to show you the pieces. Jasper's just here to model, so don't be upset that when I'm done with the outfit, I'm just going to put her aside. Their outfits don't come with shoes, so these are currently still available online, and I've shown them in an unboxing. I think they're called like butterfly shoes or something, little like low cut Converse. Oh, what? Okay, I swear, when I was dressing this doll, I have pink laces that I wanted to put in here. I'm like, oh, it's sewn together. This is so weird. I'm not kidding. Like, I feel haunted right now because I wanted to put laces in, but I swear these were sewn down, but you can put laces in. I would have if they had felt like they came apart. I don't know what happened. Doesn't even matter at this point. It's me. And so, as I said, the limbs are longer on the Maplelea dolls, so they will fit a little bit different. And I like the way this outfit fits on an American Girl. It's very, because of the length of it, it kind of bunches up and just makes it look like comfy, casual clothing. So these are a little bit of elastic in the back. And again, I'm just saying it for anyone who wants to chase any of the older clothes. And they have cargo type pockets. And I'm looking at the monitor. It's not too much brighter than what you're seeing in the monitor. Sorry, the monitor is not too much brighter than what you see in person, because I find a lot of any clothes I show on here are generally very bright on the monitor. Like scary, like don't be scared. It's not that bright. And so I should look at the colors of this too. And another thing I often say and lie is that Maplelea doesn't have only pink clothing like American Girl has ventured off into and never coming back apparently. But this one has a pink top because it's part of Brianne's collection, and Brianne is their sort of pink girl. So now it looks like two pieces. It looks like a top over a long sleeves, but it's, as you can see, it's Velcroed, it's sewn together. So it's just one piece, which I guess makes it easier for redressing, but not for mix and matching. However, I don't know that little girl, a company that's making dolls that are supposed to represent little girls would want to make a crop top or a halter, whatever you call it, in your region. So I think that's not a bad thing to make it one piece. Maybe that's just me sounding way too conservative. So I think, oh, okay. I was really worried because I didn't bring scissors over, that in the past when I've redressed dolls on here, they usually have, I need to throw these, get them out of the way. Usually they have this tissue paper taped to their legs. It's just wild because I'm just thinking of how I had to adjust to these dolls and how pretty she looks. It's so funny. I am so ridiculous. Oh, I don't need to do that. I'm trying to save time here. I'm just getting mesmerized by the doll. And she's so pale. She's so pale. I don't think, like thinking of, I'm looking up at Cinderella, like I'm looking at my really pale American Girl dolls, and they're not this pale. I think she may be similar to Elsa. So maybe one day I'll do a comparison if people care about that kind of thing, just to sort of gauge how the dolls may be, because I know it's really hard. It's really hard to know how much you will like a doll if you can't see them in person. And I'm someone who has adjusted to them, and I have been able to go into the store and see some of them in person and realize, see, okay, so that's what I was saying. Remember how I think these actually looked cuter on the American Girl because they sat lower and they just had a cuter fit, in my opinion, the way I like clothes to fit. As like I said, not very tall person. So then this may not be, are you catching how pale she is? There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just remarking on it is all, just to drive the point home. Okay, the sleeves are a nice fit because I was worried they look cute on Jasper. Is she truly me 91, 90? I don't know. From the Street Chic gang. Because it sat so long, it actually sits similarly on her. I'm happy about that because I liked the length of the sleeves on the American Girl doll. And then this is usually the hardest compatibility. Not with shoes like this, because as you can see, her foot is really long and narrow. So these shoes were designed for their feet, and they don't always Okay, these shoes actually look cuter on her. I think because on the American Girl foot, the foot was wide, so it was making it spread in a funny way. And I really wish I had been able to put laces in her. That would look so cute. So I don't have a name yet. I am going to try to restyle her hair, maybe off camera, and then I'll bring her back later. Because I have, in one of my Maplelea lots that I bought, there's this old place that I guess you could call it, accessory set, called, what was it called? It's right in front of me. Hair care set. I couldn't remember that. See, how do you expect me to remember other important things? And it came with these clips that I think are going to look really cute with her. And if I could figure out, because there's some blue, I don't know, I no need to show you this. It's an old hair care set. And I think I can just figure out how to get that, again, off camera, not to waste any more time because I've already wasted enough. And there's a really cute outfit that I'm excited to show for Tina over here. I'm trying to get it all the way. Okay, and I went from showing a doll from sharing a doll I've never shown in another outfit before to a doll I show so many times because I love her so much. And I'm so accustomed to the way she looks that I love this outfit, but I don't love it on her. But it'll still show you how it fits. And I think this may be Taryn's outfit. It's called Close Knit. And then these are the butterfly shoes that are still available online. So again, I don't think she's the best model, even though she's beautiful and I love this wig so much. But I just want to bring her closer and show you how it fits. So she's got high top shoes, keep that in mind. So I'll probably show her again to you after, without the shoes, just in case you ever want to hunt this outfit down. I've actually seen this one come up quite a few times, especially after I found it in a lot. And I was so excited to find it in that lot. And then I saw it like available on its own 3 times since. So Close Knit, if you like it, I think that's a good safe one. And this one too. So I think this one was available 2 or 3 times too on its own since buying the lot. So yeah, if you're curious about, if you're interested in these outfits, I just want to push it back into shape because of her wide foot. So if you like either of these outfits, chances are you'll have some luck finding it. So now I'm going to show you the pieces individually before I dress Tina over there. So like all, this isn't the first time I've shown a Maplelea knit sweater on here, and I've already obviously handled it and everything. It's really easy. I had a really easy time dressing the American Girl doll. It's beautiful knit. But as you can see, there are in the design, some holes going through it. And this is the wider spread hand. So I remember when I put it on her, because I did it shortly before filming or recording. I just had to keep that in mind. But because I wasn't recording, I had a lot easier time dressing her in it than I normally would in some green buttons. I think this is the one. So yeah, usually their tags will say the name of the outfit. Every piece will say, like this says KT40 Close Knit. But this one is older, I guess, because it doesn't have the name on the tags. So that's another thing I like that about Maplelea when it exists. Oh, and I guess I can show you the shirt on its own because, like I said, the bodies are a little bit different, and you may want to mix and match if you ever hunted this piece. It's very tight. It almost looks like scuba gear on the monitor. And I noticed that when I was trying to put it back on her, because her body's wider, trying to put the pants back or put the pants on made the Velcro pop open, but you could just do it back up. Just letting you know any little thing I ran into in case you're seriously curious about anything that may be possibly negative. And I was about to Velcro back up even though I'm putting it on her. So it's just feels like it feels like a cotton shirt, but shrunken down. Like even the weaving of the cotton is small and on that scale. So I don't know if I showed you so if you can imagine her with lower cut shoes or flats or anything like that. So they bunch up a little bit, which I think that's cute, but you have to decide if you like that for you. And, well, I guess I can just show you that after I take them off her. Feel just like denim, micro scale denim. 1/3 scale, I think is what these dolls are. So I'm gonna put her away too. Hopefully that's not a bother, but I've shown her so many times. So there's some embroidery. We got the flower. No, these are they're appliques of some kind. They feel kind of like, here, let's see if I can block out the background. So there's a button that matches the buttons on the sweater. It's a sweater, the hooded sweater. And then M's are embroidered on the back in orange, just like to match the orange stitching. So of course I love this outfit a lot. And it didn't come with a pair of shoes, but there was a pair of shoes that was suggested, I guess you could say, because I found pictures of this outfit, like stock photos, and it's always shown with a pair of yellow, are they yellow and green kind of flat shoes? But you see a little bit of the foot, and I prefer not to see the Maplelea foot because even though I've adjusted to how cute and beautiful they are, I'm not totally sold on seeing their long boats, their long feet. Yeah, such a difference in the skin tones. And I believe when you look up what their skin tone is called, it's the same light. But I guess light is a range, not necessarily a color. Oh yeah, because even the body is so different. So yeah, these are not the same skin tone and not supposed to be. Little hair. Now, you're going to get to see the... I know it's not as beneficial to see me dressing a Maplelea doll, because most of you are probably curious for an American Girl. But it is fun to see the difference in person, because I haven't put this on. This is my first time seeing them on Maplelea dolls too. Ooh. Because we're having all kinds of mail delays in Canada, because we had a strike at the near the end of last year, around the holidays last year. That's when they like to do it. And then the government mandated them to go back to work because they're unionized. I don't know how it is for USPS versus Canada Post. So because they're unionized, I don't think the government's supposed to be able to mandate. I don't know how these things work. I've never worked for a unionized company. But regardless, what I was saying is, even though they've been mandated to go back to work, they don't really feel like they're moving at full capacity. That's my way of saying I've had these dolls for a while, but I'm now doing the unboxing because the clothes arrived today, even though I ordered them a long time ago. Yeah, I think I said that right. And the thing I said about the tags on the clothes, it's the same on the doll body. Okay, so it's not just American Girl that this came undone for. So I thought I was blaming them being chubbier, but I think it's just Velcro being Velcro. And this one I noticed doesn't line up as nicely as other Velcro tops. I do like the way they bunch up on American Girl dolls. I guess because they're a little bit shorter. Now, the best piece of the outfit, this cardigan. No, not a cardigan. It's not a cardigan, right? Because it's got a hood. Does a cardigan have a hood? Can it still be a cardigan? With a hood is what I'm trying to say. So I think this might be, I like it on her, don't get me wrong, but I do think this might be another case. Because I've often said on here that a lot of Maplelea clothes fit American Girl dolls better. And I think it is because they're shorter. And I like things looking too big. She's a little cutie. Oh, I wonder if I wanted to name her Tina after Tina Fey with the glasses. I knew I was going to get the glasses for her as soon as I bought this doll. Okay, I'm trying to get her to look good before I show her because a lot of you don't have access to seeing Maplelea dolls, so I always want them to look good if I'm going to be sharing them on camera. Okay, that makes it look cuter. Makes it bunch up more. If I tuck the pants into the tongue of the shoe. Oh yes. She just needs a little skateboard. Or something. A book? I guess she looks like a little bookish girl. Why not both? All right. So I can't remember if there was something else I said. I'll do her hair off and then I'll come back and show you. But until then, I can show you this cute doll wearing this cute outfit. Feel free to disagree. We all have different tastes, but I love her. I want to get her bangs perfect. Here we go. So now you get to see her up close and personal. Are these dolls growing on you? So cute, right? I wish there were more doll glasses, and let me bring the unnamed so far. Maybe I'll come up with a name by the time I would have to spend some time with her. I think I'll leave my big head out of the way so you can just see them. Quite different, huh? So these are both, it's probably obvious they're the same mold. I can't get my head out of the way. But I think when you don't know the dolls anyway, it just probably looks like they have only one mold. So let me go get her hair done, and then I will come back for a final shot with them. No, this isn't what I meant by change her hair. It's just that I'm recording this now a few days later, which means I've had a few days to sit with the dolls and change up a few things. If you see on Tina's outfit, I changed out the undershirt for the Every Child Matters shirt because something about that green shirt was making the outfit feel really dated. And this, to me, just really brightened it up and freshened it. I gave her a backpack because, as I said, I wanted her to have something bookish. And I gave her Marisol's Himalayan cat. I don't know if she's going to keep it. It's just, she looked really like she needed some stuff. And then for Emily over here, that's what I decided her name was. Oh, and the reason I chose her name is because the lot of clothes that I got came with this brush, and the little girl who must have owned the dolls before was named Emily. So I'm naming her after whoever owned this stuff before. So anyway, Emily, I have tried a few things, and I realized I wanted her to just be like a pajama doll, somebody I can just keep off the shelves, for example, because I'm having space issues. It should be obvious by now. And I did put the laces on the shoes that I mentioned before in the back when I did the unboxing. So it's just the pink laces that came with these shoes, and it looks a lot better to me. So that's how it's staying. I originally wanted to have those shoes have mix and match of the two laces. But anyway, what's really happening is I'm going to give this outfit to a doll who is missing from my display behind me. If you look right now, a clue of who it's going to be. So I'm going to open up the pajamas that I bought for her, try it on that American Girl doll, and then swap their outfits. The pajamas on her and this outfit on the American Girl doll. So first things first, let me open up the new pajama set I got for her, because I just wasn't feeling anything in my collection. I'm hoping this will be the thing. But also, I wanted to get the set. For one thing, it's in the Last Chance boutique. But another thing, I always did want to get the set because I'm on a mission to get anything that comes with a little stuffed animal or doll for my dolls. So this comes with the polar bear doll, or shouldn't call it a doll, stuffed animal, because there's the theme to the pajamas is polar bears. I believe this is Sila's pajama set. So that comes with fluffy slippers with some snowflake emblem on it. But I did get another pair of slippers to go with it because I wanted to really lean into that polar bear theme. But these come with the same kind of elastic that a lot of American Girl slippers do nowadays too. So here, really cute, a lot of loose threads stuck to it. So this is I don't even know the name. I should have probably said that to begin with. The polar bear and PJs for dolls. Wow, couldn't figure that out myself. So yeah, it's more like a long sleeve tee. It's not. It looks kind of like a sweater when I first look at it, but it's just t-shirt cotton material, and there are a lot of threads. I don't know if the camera is picking up, but there's some glitter in the polar bears on the printed design, and then pajama bottoms that have more snowflakes and polar bear footprints. Elastic waist, stretchy, they look comfy for a doll. And then the journal pages. I just want to confirm if it's Sila's, because she's the one they have. Yeah, so it's going to be in the 3 languages this time. So English, French, and Sila's language that she speaks. I'm not going to say it because I always get nervous saying words I'm not comfortable with on camera, even though it's a language we learned in school. Like, it was a language we would have learned what it's called in school. So yeah, throw these in with my massive journal collection now. And I bought these slippers to go with it, even though, like I said, it came with slippers, but I really wanted to, well, first of all, they're cute, but second of all, it just seemed like a good excuse to have this whole thing come together. So I almost dropped one. Cute. And it matches the teddy bear, which is what I thought. Oh, I'm trying to block out my face. But anyway, cute, right? It looks like they go together. That's why I wanted it. And these are Sila's too. I don't think it's displayed on her. I mean, it probably isn't. I just don't remember. So it's, again, the journal pages and 4 journal pages when it's Sila's stuff. Now, the doll, if you haven't broken the code or figured out my little hint, it's my Rapunzel custom. And her name is Crystal in my collection because I've changed out her eyes for the light brown decal. So the reason why I want to put this on her, this was the hairstyle I was trying to put on the doll I've now named Emily, but it just wasn't working out with her hair for whatever reason. It wasn't taking that same little half ponytail, and I wanted to put this a hair elastic from Julie's collection, but it didn't work out. So I was like, you know what? That's the doll universe telling me just to put that outfit on her, because I do like to change her up every once in a while. She's one of my favorite dolls. One of my favorite American Girl dolls. So just in case anyone's curious about these pajamas and how they might look on an American Girl, I'll just quickly throw it on here for her. And I should have said all the things I was saying while I was dressing her, but it's like I'm forgetting how to multifunction on here. I think I've gotten to, what's the word? Cocky? Gotten too complacent. No. Too comfortable, I guess, thinking that I'm okay. So I'll put the whole thing on her, and then I'll show you. Velcro in here, so I gotta be careful, especially with all her hair, because I think the only reason I wanted this doll, the Rapunzel, is because of the long wig, but I just didn't like her eyes. And I've shown her many times, so some of you might have already heard me say that. I'm not sure if you remember, but that's the case. Okay, I'm always nervous going over this hand because her fingers are spread a little bit more. And all this Velcro, and she's got strings on her neck because I swapped her. So I'm working through some stuff right now without like blindly working through some stuff. Very cute. Yeah, these are a nice fit for American Girl. They're very comfy looking. They're I probably said it already, but you know, the difference in limbs makes things fit differently. So this is, I'm gonna try both slippers on her just so you can see them both. Are the sparkles showing up? I can't tell by looking at the monitor. It's too far away and it's too small. It looks like this goes on this foot. And so the one thing I don't like about I like that the elastics keep them in place, but they feel like they must be delicate. They kind of, no, I guess this is how they would all fit. But again, I don't know what I'm gonna do with these slippers. I'll probably find another pajama set to put them with because I really like those for it better. But it's a very cute pajama set. And let me give her bear. Well, not her bear. Let me give her Emily's bear. So that's how if you bought, oh, and I said it's on the Last Chance Boutique, right? But sometimes after they sell out, they restock certain items. So I'm not sure if this is one that will come back or not. I'm always so afraid of messing up her hair because she's got such nice, soft hair. Ooh, see, I almost ripped it because I forgot that it was on there and I almost just like ripped the slipper right off her foot. But it was fine. Nothing happened. And I don't know if these are exact same, if they need to go on a specific foot. Ooh. And their slippers have something hard in it, like a base to stand on. I'm sorry, this is a little bit of a struggle. It's gonna fit, it's just I might need, no, I don't think that's gonna help. Oh man, what a weird thing to put on. I have their other slippers like this, the moose ones that are, so the moose ones are also in the Last Chance Boutique, but I already have those, so I don't need to worry about it. Here we go. Let's see if the screwdriver will help. It's so weird. I did not expect to struggle putting on slippers. If it takes too long, I'm just gonna do it off camera. I thought that threat was gonna work. Oh, it did. Oh, her glasses. And I also think that the colors of that outfit are gonna match the glasses that I gave her. And after doing all this, I'm definitely gonna swap their outfits off camera because what an awkward waste of time this kind of is. Much cuter. The slippers are, I didn't bring over the prices, but the slippers I know are $15. And I believe the pajamas are $28. I have the catalog beside me if it's really that important. Anyway, here she is now with the polar bear slippers. And I mean, you don't need to see all this because it's still the same as before. But anyway, just like to show the whole thing. But she doesn't have her hair up. Her hair is up to go with that. And you know what? Let me just do this off camera. Make it easier. Now, if anyone is curious to chase the color Craze outfit for an American Girl doll, I just want you to know it was really easy to redress her. I'm glad I did it off camera anyway because it was just taking too long. But I do want to show you her up close because this was meant to be. This was an outfit for her. And I think it's kind of funny because if I think about her colorings with her blonde hair and her light brown eyes, they're similar. And I went back when I unboxed these two dolls, I made some kind of joke about liking her so much more than her and famous last words. And it's funny because she has grown on me so much, like we've bonded, I guess you could say, over as I've had them open. And I don't want to say I like her more, but I do probably like her more than Tina. But Tina is really cute. And I think also refreshing her outfit made a big difference. So now let me bring, just in case you're curious how this looks up close, I decided just to give her some little low ponytails, but these ponytail holders didn't come with the pajamas. They're from an old Brianne outfit. And they were the right color, so I thought, why not? But yeah, this doll, as pale as she is, I think she is my palest doll out of even, well, I don't know about my old scary Brianne doll, but I don't really count her anyway because she's just old and scary. But my Emily doll, love her. And I love Tina, and of course I love Rapunzel, or Crystal, as most of you would probably, oh, did I even show you this outfit now that she's put together? I probably did, but you know what? I think it's worth to see it again, because she's really cute. Oh, if I can get the glare off her glasses. She kind of reminds me of Velma a little bit. It must just be the bangs. And so if her hair had been cut kind of to her shoulders, she would definitely be a Velma. Yeah, I don't think I did show her up close, because I definitely didn't show the cat. and the backpack. Anyway, all her colors came together. So just because even more time has passed since that last update, I figured I'd show you the few minor tweaks that I've made to the two dolls I opened in the last segment, starting with Tina, because I do think she'll be more appealing to more people because she's very cute, she's very unique. And the things I've changed is, I don't even know if you're going to see it from this angle, but I've given her an orange hairband. There you go, you can see it. Just to bring out the colors even more to tie it all together. And I gave her that little blue bracelet that she's wearing right there. And because it wasn't colorful enough, I gave her some green Swarovski earrings. But I don't know how easily it's going to pick up. Just because she has a very strong color palette in this outfit. And the outfit and backpack are part of Taryn's collection. I'm not sure if I made that clear when I was talking about her before. So the way Erica stole or ransacked Alexi's wardrobe, Tina has done the same for Taryn. But it looks so, oh, and these are Charles's shoes. So not completely, but still enough. And I just think she looks so perfect in this. It's like she has such a strong character and strong color palette that I don't know if I could ever let anybody else wear this outfit. Oh, and the two girls who stole the other girls' wardrobes are both wearing the Every Child Matters shirt. And then the other doll, who I don't know if she's going to appeal to as many people the way, especially on the level she appeals to me, because for some reason she has become one of my favorite dolls, and it's just so strange. But this is Emily, and the adjustment I've made to her was adjusting her back because I didn't love how she looked with those low ponytails. So I just put her back to the side swept hair just because I think, I don't know, something about it made her look prettier. And I think that was part of what made me like her so much was the way she looked in this. And I think that's the only thing I've changed, but I'll bring her back just in case if she's going to start growing on you. She's got that otherworldly kind of beauty about her too. And it's because I do think she's the palest out of all the Maplelea dolls I have, which is saying something, because if you can see the doll with the cowboy hat right behind my head right here, she's also pale to the point of being translucent. But maybe that's what's helped it grow on me, and whatever it is, I just think there's something very special and almost magical looking about her, even though she's not a magical character at all. And they're starting to make me think of the Maplelea dolls, are starting to make me think of Integrity Toys in a couple ways. I don't know if I need to add this in here, but why not? So those dolls had they had a wider range of skin tones, but their pale dolls were really pale to the point where I don't even know if they were extremely accurately human pale, but they did make beautiful dolls with those really light skin tones, and their dolls were quite skinny. And so the good thing about the dolls being skinnier, because they were models, Integrity Toys, is that when you can layer up their clothes, and it doesn't make them look quite as bulky. So when I think of, one of the things I think of between Maplelea versus American Girl is you put certain outfits on American Girl and they just immediately look bulky, even though it's American Girl clothes. But Maplelea you can bundle up, you can put big parkas on them, and they still look human-ish, as in they don't look like they're wearing 500 layers. So I think that's part of the reason that the dolls have grown on me too, is that the outfits with their American Girl collectors, what we would consider skinny, they still look like they look good when they're dressed, is what I guess I'm trying to say. I did not mean to go on that little tangent, just showing these two dolls for like the third time. But anyway, let me move on to, it's the segment I'm most excited for anybody who's stuck around for it. So in the next segment, I'll be customizing this Maplelea and Me 51 I got on Facebook Marketplace for such an amazing price, even though she was brand new, never been opened. I'm going to re-wig her, put her in Makena's wig, which is exciting because I'm going to not just re-wig her, I'm going to remove the twists that are in Makena's wig. And just so you know, I cheated a little bit because, first of all, I've already have this doll, and the unboxing part's not really the most important part. I really could have unboxed her off camera completely rather than just take care of the tape that was on the back and get a head start on removing the journal. But I do think part of the fun of doing these videos is still showing the unboxing process. But just know that this doll did have tape, and that's why the back of her box is such a mess. And what was really, so there's a little funny story behind how I found this doll. Like I said, Facebook Marketplace, but the location was a really far drive. I think it was gonna be like a 2-hour drive. And because I'm in Toronto, which is like a sort of like a city where there's a lot of reason to come here, you might say. So I asked them if they're ever in Toronto because I would like to buy the doll, but I don't want to drive that distance just to save what would have been, what's the math? I think $40. She was $40 cheaper than buying her on the website. So it turned out they were going to be somewhere that was going to be a half-hour drive instead on the weekend that just passed at the time I'm recording this. So it all works out. And I was meant to have this doll, I think. And I didn't, I wish, I usually when I buy a doll, especially one that's new as in it was never opened, never enjoyed, I want to know why it happened. Like, oh, why are you selling this doll that was not even unboxed, not even enjoyed? But I forgot. It was just, not forgot, it was a little bit of a chaotic meetup. We went up in this really weird, like a sports center. It was huge. So I think by the time I found them, why am I undressing her? By the time I found them, I lost track of wanting to ask why they had this doll that they clearly didn't want. Plus, he asked me, the guy who was selling it, was like, oh, are you buying this? Is this a collectible? Do you want it for your daughter or something? I was like, well, my niece collects these, which wasn't a lie. She does collect big dolls, but this wasn't actually for her, obviously. So I think in the moment I was just like, finally found you in this big, huge parking lot, and now you're asking why I want this doll, who's for me. So I was just kind of in a rush, a hurry to get out of there afterwards, just to get back home. And what else was I wanted to say about this doll? Maybe nothing. But another thing I was going to say is that at the time of recording this, I've already put together my tutorial video where I was going to do things like de-wigging and things like that. I haven't uploaded it yet, but who knows? My uploads are all over the place right now. So I'm going to treat this as if you might have seen that. So I'm not going to like bring her in close, but she's a new doll. As you can see, I haven't even taken off the hairnet yet. But my experience from de-wigging American Girl dolls, yeah, see how easily it's coming? My experience is that it's a lot easier to remove a Maplelea wig. It's still kind of the same idea where you're looking for weak spots around the rim, the hairline, because the glue is usually stronger there. And then once you get a really good, honestly, this whole, even though it's secure, I'm finding it's really easy to just lift and pull everything, as you're probably seeing. Look at my face too, because I'm like in wonder that it comes off so smoothly compared to American Girl. And then the other thing I have to say about the wig that I'm putting on her, the Makena wig, is the Makena doll I re-wigged. She's not behind me. She is, but she's higher than you can see. Her head was so much smaller than Tiana's head, judging by how that wig fit her, that I'm not totally sure the wig is going to be a good fit for her. How did I take off her shoes? I'm so weird. So I wanted to be very careful with this wig is the point I was trying to make there. That just in case, I'm obviously not going to return a doll I bought from somebody really far away. Okay, and let me show you her up close. Because this is my favorite so far of the Maplelea dolls that they've come up with. The mold, I mean. This is they call this the Black Canadian mold. And I actually have, this is my third of this mold, second of Maplelea Me 51. So now, here's the Makena wig. And I'm a little bit nervous that it may not fit. But if it's too tight, I can work with that. Because my other black mold Maplelea doll, I have re-wigged, had a wig that was too small, and I was able to make it work. But I just want to see, because, I'm sorry, that sadness is because she looks so cute like this that I almost don't want to remove the twists. But, but I got this, like I have this in mind for a specific reason. She looks so cute like this. Should I do it? I don't even think I put it on the right place because it's a parted hair. But anyway, here she is with, it looks almost like she's got locks, but they're just twists. Really cute. I'm questioning my idea now. Oh, I did have it on the right way. So I wasn't sure if the part was supposed to be on which side. Definitely putting the wig on her. And you know what? I'm so stubborn, but even though she looks really cute, at least I'll get to see her with her hair like this before I change it. Really, really cute. But the thing I was saying, the reason I wanted to do this specific type of custom or this wig on this doll is because it's textured from what other people who've taken out the twists have told me. And there was an old Maplelea Me doll from the first run of Maplelea Me dolls they did, where it was this doll, so this mold, but with a long textured wig, which is what I'm assuming this is going to look like when I let out the twists. And it's so hard to find old Maplelea things because I just it's a small company, so they don't make things as much, like they don't produce as much of anything. So it's just really hard to find things on the secondary market. And from removing Makena's wig, you can see that I'm going to lose some of the hair, which is another reason why I know I should continue with my plan, because these twists they're not all perfect anymore because of how I had to remove the wig. But I was fine with it because, going to customize it anyway. Going to take it out anyway. Now, assuming whether you have or haven't seen it, this is the glue I use is Aleene's Tacky Glue. And I don't know if it has to be, if the people who do the proper tutorial videos, if they always use Aleene's Tacky Glue or if it's just Tacky Glue, but they say that's what, it's not coming out very nicely. Usually I do like a big spiral, but it's just kind of going on really thin. So as long as it's Tacky Glue is what people say, it helps keep the glue sitting properly. The glue, it helps the wig sit properly. So I kind of do it with inside the rim before I go in after and dab on more glue around the actual hairline. And I don't know if I needed to do all this on camera, but it didn't take much, now did it? And then you just kind of have to follow where the shape of the wig kind of tells you how to place it on their head. And so far my experiences, Maplelea and American Girl have the same size heads. So their wigs are shareable. Ooh. Oh, I didn't put it on right at all. Is it? So it is supposed to be the side of a part. I think I had the part on the wrong side before. And that's why some of the lengths didn't look like they were lining up properly. And yeah, I did feel like that's where I destroyed one of the twists. And I think this is the same side part that the Maplelea and Me doll had. Okay, yeah, so now the length of hair looks really similar. They all look correct. And I'm you know, it is, I'm looking how cute she is with her hair like this, and I'm like, should I take these? Because now they look like locks on her. I'm like, should I take these locks out? But I know I have to. I know that was all part of my plan for this doll. And while I wait for this glue to dry, I can change her outfit, because the place that I said where we met, the half-hour drive from where I live, as opposed to the 2-hour drive where they live, there was somebody selling this really cute pajama set that because I bought it nearby where I picked up the doll. I'm like, okay, you know what? This is going to be her pajama set in the meantime. Now, because it's old and therefore had like a old musty smell, I decided to hand wash everything. And do you know what I learned about hand washing things? You shouldn't hand wash slippers because they will fall apart. And so if you see that they're made up of 2 pieces, the bottom piece came undone. I have fabric glue, or Fabri-Tac is what the specific brand I use is called. But I really regret washing them just because they don't feel, even though I was able to get them back together, they don't feel proper anymore. So a little word of advice, and I'm sure you all know better. You probably already knew this. Don't bother soaking your slippers, because I don't even think of it like how dirty your slippers are really going to get, and how important is it going to be if they're not, what's the word? Musty smelling. And the tissue paper around the legs has tape. But I leave scissors down here now because I've done so many unboxing videos at this point where I will need scissors and I forgot to get them. Then now I'm like, why not just leave a pair down the bottom of my table? That's all I use it for anyway. And okay, so these, if you look at them, this is the old sort of, let's say, mascot colors of Maplelea, which was this is like a baby blue almost, and whatever shade of green that is, frog green. I think I call it frog green because the fun thing about these being the old Maplelea colors, I don't think they don't really use them as prominently as they used to, but they are, as a pair of colors together, I really like it because it makes me think of Princess and the Frog, because Tiana's 2 main gowns, one's green and one's blue. So, it's just a plain sort of like, I don't know if I said they're like silk pajama shorts, and then a plain white shirt with the same butterfly silk pattern around the trim. And this is an older set, so the tag doesn't say the name of the outfit the way each piece does nowadays. And I'm wondering how this is going to fit her. Okay, it's fine. I just have to pull back because I don't like showing the neckline. Especially because they don't always have such dolls with the cloth bodies don't always have a perfect match between their vinyl and their cloth body. Am I going to be able to take out these locks, these twists, because they look so pretty on her? Ugh. I could always buy another Makena and take her away, right? But no, I did have the idea because I want her to look like a substitute for I think it was KMF 10, was it 11? Because the first run had the same wig that the doll has now, and then this wig that I don't think I'll ever use again, which is too bad because she was so cute. And by the end of the video, I may get to show you how cute she looked because I'm going to take out these twists. I'm going to take them out. But in the meantime, let me just get her dressed. I'm almost stalling here, like thinking about, do I really want to take out these twists? And I do. but I'm sort of, what's the word? Psyching myself up, hyping myself up. Not psyching myself out, that's the other thing. Here she is with her pajama set. She does go with, I know her story, and I don't have all the dolls that are going to be part of the story, just one of the two. So when that one comes in, I will share. In the meantime, look how cute. Okay, so here she is in her pajama party outfit. Cute though, right? I'm so glad I have this on video, just so I can, if I ever need to, just look back on it. So that's probably why I'm stalling here right now. So the other good thing about taking out her twists is each twist has a black elastic band at the end. And you know what I can do with those? Save them and use them in the future. So now, this is kind of what I was also excited to do on camera, was show you how, like how they might look untwisted. And for now, they're going to be very wavy. And I'm looking forward to the day when they're, because after time, when you take out curls and stuff like that, or braids, the hair does eventually settle. But for right now, she looks like she still has her twists in. And I don't know how long it's going to take to set. But maybe after she's sitting for a while, or maybe I'll wet the hair, help it come out. But bye-bye twist. And like I said, some of them, the hair is going to fall out. But I'm not going to make you watch this whole thing. I just wanted to show a little bit of what the process is so you can see it. And then I'll chop in and out. So here are two of the twists by her face out. But they don't even look like they're untwisted yet, do they? Cute, huh? All right, let me take out a few more of these and then come back and show you how she is in process until she's done. Okay, I can say I have no regrets going through with what I originally wanted to do. And I often tell myself when I'm doing these customs, trust the process. Know that you have a vision and just be comfortable, even though you may change your mind throughout the process, just stick to your vision. Because as cute as she was with the twists, I really do love her hair now that I've taken it all out. Let me bring her a little bit closer just to show you. And I've already said it, I'm sure, that the twists will straighten out over time, but I tried to brush them out. Like I tried a little bit of like spritzing with a little bit of water and using a proper wire brush, but I get to see her hair frizzing up. So I'm hoping it'll, settle down quite a bit over time. And if you're curious, this is how much hair she lost from the wig removal when I removed it from Makena's head. Because sometimes, things just get torn at the root, and that's not a lot of hair. As you can see, she's got a lot of hair as is. But like I said earlier as I was unboxing her, I now have a substitute for the Mapletea and Me friend doll, who came out, it probably was 2013, so 12 years ago now. There's just no way I'm going to find her. I shouldn't say never, but even if I do, I'll get her too. But in the meantime, I have this doll who is probably, sorry, she's still shedding some of her hair. So in the meantime, I have what's an even greater substitute, because it's a really beautiful wig and it's going to look even more beautiful after it settles down. Oh, and I got all these bonus hair elastics, black hair elastics that I can now pop into my drawer here. And then the last thing I want to show after I clean up this hair is, as I said in the beginning, she's the third I have of this particular mold now. So let me just show you her with the original 51, who's right here. So this is how her wig, I mean, you would have seen it when I opened her up. And they look so, as I'm looking at them in the monitor, they look quite different. It's funny how dolls do that. Like, they all seem to have their own personality. So let me bring 51 closer, actually, so you can see her personality, because this is my favorite Maplelea Me doll. So pretty. And then what I have over here is a customized 31. So she was the doll from the last batch who got a black mold doll, but her skin tone is lighter. And I believe my particular 31 doll has faded eyes. And I don't know, because they don't always seem to have this bright brown, like a light brown. So let me show her up. This is Brooke. Oh, and the other one was Tamika. So her face looks, in my opinion, looks really quite different, because it's so much lighter and because she has this pop of light brown eyes. And then I just gave her a wig that I got on Etsy from Doll of a Kind. And then I brushed it out, because it was originally just like tight curls, almost what reminded me of, like if you get a curly wig, let's say it's Halloween, it sounds so rude, I hate saying that, but it just reminded me of like clown curls. But then you brush them out and it's beautiful. It made like a beautiful afro. And so Tamika, Brooke, and then this is Dawson. And I already knew her name and I already have her story planned. So one of the things that I can verify is for the custom doll, Dawson, gravity's not going to take care of the waves in her hair. I think after after thinking about it, I realized that the twists that were in Makena's hair, they were probably boiled to keep that shape because they were, I don't know if they would unravel if they hadn't applied some kind of heat to make them stay. I mean, I guess it's my way of saying she's going to probably keep this look, this wavy textured hair, unless I decide to boil straighten it. But I really like how the waves look. So I don't know if I want to do that. It's just, I'm going to let her sit for a while longer to think about if I want to change her hair. Because the other thing about her hair being all the, separate twists is that each twist pretty much had its own length of hair. So I think if I straightened it and it all sat at one length, it would need a trim, which I would hate to do because once you start trimming and then you have to fix it, you could really ruin a doll's hair. At least I can. I have. And aside from that, she is so beautiful. This doll is so stunning. She looks so different from 51, and I love 51, so that's not even me saying that I like her better or worse. I'm just saying she looks so different. And I really hope that one day Mapletea will consider giving the 51, well, I shouldn't say 51, but the Mapletea and Me Friends mold doll, the Black Canadian mold doll, they'll consider giving her long hair. Something, it doesn't have to be this exactly, but this would be stunning. And I think people would really go for a doll like this. Oh, and as you can see, I've added a couple clips to her hair because of the way the hair was hanging in her face. These are the longer pieces, so I just wanted to make them sit kind of at a more level length. And then I forgot to talk about the funny thing about her PJs when I did the unboxing and customizing is they were $4. So that's why I don't feel too bad that I, in my mind, ruined the slippers. They look fine. I know that if you're just looking at them, they're okay because I know that they're ruined, but you wouldn't by looking at them. So I forgot to mention that they're really cheap, so it's okay. And I did look up, I was able to figure out what the set is called, and it's part of Taryn's collection, by the way, Satin Siesta. So this isn't silk. I guess it's supposed to be satin. And so I think that what I was saying earlier when I was unboxing her, that the blue and green used to be sort of like Mapletea's mascot colors. I think it was actually more so Taryn's color scheme because anything I have that's blue and green, after looking it up, looking into it better, they're Taryn's things. But it's just that the boxes used to have that too. So I don't know. Maybe it's just a coincidence. And the final thing I forgot to explain about this pajama set is that Mapletea, the old clothes, I think maybe before they would put the names on the tags, used to come with a blue plastic hanger that says Mapletea. So that came with this as well. And there's one doll I'm bringing back. You must be so sick of seeing her. But she is so Dawson and Emily are part of the same story. It's just I'm waiting for one more doll to join me before I can explain their story because these two girls aren't friends yet. And so I've placed the order for the doll and the doll is ready to be picked up, but I haven't had a chance to go pick up the doll yet. And I wasn't going to wait to compile another video to this, what's going to be a really long video. So now I think I only have one segment left. Yeah, so let me get to the last segment in which I'll be unboxing the final two girls I need to have all the named core characters from Mapletea. And it was an interesting trip when I did the store pickup this time. So I'll be talking a little bit about that as I unbox them. And there's one thing, let me first look at the dolls. Flip the packings up here and everything. Because as I've said in the past, I try not to look at the dolls when I'm in store anymore because I want to react to them. I can see that Jenna's on top, so it's going to be Jenna and Brianne. So I can finally, because the thing I have to say about Brianne, I'll try not to peek at them, is now I won't have to scare people with her anymore, and I'll talk about that a little bit later too. So here's going to be Jenna first. I'm just going to try not to look at this other doll because I'm dramatic. So now let me see what my visceral reaction is to her because there are things I love about Jenna, but I didn't always think I was going to get all the named characters. Who was I kidding? What's wrong with me? How do I think I would ever pass on stuff? But it was like I was so close. And, I do have that Mapletea deep dive coming up. I do swear it's coming. Now I will have all the dolls that I could be very easy to do everything. Now let's see how I think about her. Okay, she's got very bright green eyes. So she's cute, but I think she's not going to be... I think people won't love her very much. But let me see after I get her open up. And I have to calm down her box here. I think she looks like she smoked something to match her green eyes. You know what I'm saying? Is it just me? Let me get her open up all the way. So I don't know if she's a very popular one, but the one thing that's popular about Jenna is she has an Anne of Green Gables out costume. I think she wears in some kind of, what do you call it, like a play or something. And that's one, I think, the main grail piece for Maplelea. Okay, her bangs are calming down. I was really worried when I first opened her up. She looked a little spooky, but I have to adjust to her really bright green eyes. And no tape, that's good. And she's freckly, so that's cute. So I think the thing about Jenna is I think it is the bright green eyes, because they're not bright as in, well, they are decal eyes, but not, they're almost like a cartoony green, so they don't, as detailed as they are, they're not as charming as some of the other decal eyes that they have on their dolls. So I'm gonna have to get used to them. I've also learned that, there we go. It's helpful if I just pop out because I'm no longer keeping these boxes. I've been throwing them out now, so I don't feel as much of a need to save them in the unboxing process. So it means, did I not untwist that? Oh, it's just harder to pull out because it's longer. Whoop. Her poor bangs. So she's got a very cute starter outfit. Her bangs, I hope I can get them to, okay, there. You know what it is? I also feel this other sort of pressure to make them look really good when I'm showing them on camera, because nobody has access to Maplelea dolls. And they're like a high quality premium doll that are cute. Okay, yeah, she's growing on me. I'm looking at her in the monitor. Okay. And now the other thing I have to say about Jenna is someone said that the outfit has stained their Jenna doll. Do I need to open her right now? Undress her? Yeah. Let me undress her because I really do want to know. I have another outfit for her too, and that's why this isn't going to be the outfit I keep on her. I'm actually going to put her in one of my favorite Maplelea outfits, and I think you'll understand why I changed one of the dolls behind me when I show you that outfit. And definitely one of the great things about her startup outfit are these running shoes, which do go with a lot of other outfits. So even if I don't have her wearing this particular outfit, I will use these on dolls for other outfits. I'm like, should I do all this? But yes, because I do want, I'm really anxious now to see her legs. I'm not saying she's going to be stained. I'm just saying somebody did let me know that their Jenna came with stains. So I like to just share this kind of information when I'm unboxing things as a sort of favor to, you know, anyone who is following these videos and wanting to help them make decisions. How does this come off? And I do like her meat outfit. To be honest, I don't love would these be capris or whatever these shorts are? But I like the hoodie because I love hoodies. How does this come off? Maybe it's better if you look at it. But I'm also worried about ruining her pigtails because I want to keep the pigtails on her for the outfit I have planned. And something I don't know if I've talked about a lot on here, the bodies are very smooth. Like the vinyl that they use feels very, it does feel very high quality. It almost feels nicer than my American Girl dolls. And then there's another thing I've never talked about with Maplelea dolls is they have a very strong smell. And I don't know what it is. At first, I found it off-putting. And now that I have enough of these dolls, the smell is actually comforting. Like, I like it now. But I guess it's just like anything can grow on you, right? Even a doll's smell. So I don't see any stains, but this is a very bright yellow. And my monitor or my camera brightens things up. It enhances color so much. I don't know if I've talked about the enhancing of the colors, but it even enhances the color of my beard. Sometimes when I'm looking at the things in the monitor, I'll see my beard and be like, oh yeah, I wish. So yeah, it's funny how all colors get enhanced when I'm looking at anything on the computer. And so maybe they do put these tissue protectors just in case, but I'm not seeing any staining on mine. Let's see, what year is she? 2022. So she's had these on for 3 years and not stained. Oh, that's another thing. You can look at them. There'll be a number on the back of their head. There's the original mold number, which I think is 2003. And then it'll be like the version. So the 2022 version for mine. And I think there was a 7. So it'll be like the 17th batch from 2022. So I wonder how big their batches are that they make so many. Now, this is actually one of her outfits from her collection. Not the shoes, but I used to have it on the Rapunzel doll behind me. And it is one of my favorites of all the Maplelea outfits, which is saying a lot because I do have a lot of favorite Maplelea outfits now. Oh, and here's what I wanted to say about when I went to store to pick up. I should have said this right away. So I think I saw something I wasn't supposed to see. Because when you go there and you do a pickup, they usually have you either you wait outside when the weather's not bad, or you just kind of step in, like just inside, like kind of like a little entranceway. You're not expected. They don't expect you're gonna like walk into the. It's mainly an office with a warehouse in the back. But because I was asking about, whenever I go there, I'm like, do you have this doll maybe for your spa or just any others kicking around? Because I once did that. I once got away with asking if they had a 31 doll. So I was able to buy a retired doll just because I asked. And so because I was doing that again, they were like, oh, let me go check, step inside. And while I was there, there were all these test heads. So, I mean, they didn't say not to mention it, but I wasn't going to take a picture or anything like that. But they were just like experimental heads of the different molds. And I was so confused about what I was seeing because it's just like a shelf full of heads. So there are all these dolls on this back wall. And then when you walk in, you face that wall. It's just quite a ways down. So you'd have to look for it. And then to the left of that, when you're facing forward, was this shelf of heads. And at first I just thought they were, doll heads. Like maybe they put them together there in the back warehouse or something. But then I was looking at one and I was like, wait a minute, is that? And then I said the name of the character whose head it was, but she had different coloring. So instead of having, I'm just trying to, be discreet here in case it is like trade secrets. Instead of being that character, she had, let's say, black hair and brown eyes, and I'd never seen her that way before. And I was like, is that such a character? And then they were like, oh yeah, we have these like tests up just to see what looks good and which ones do you like? And they were almost sorted by coloring. So all the dolls with the really black hair and dark eyes were on one side of the shelf, which is where my eyes were drawn to, especially because there were certain dolls that looked really good, first of all, in black hair and brown eyes. But that is my preferred aesthetic, like in dolls. Generally, when they look like that, I just like them more. And so at first I was there with, people who were like checking on my order and going back to see if they had anything that I was asking for. And then the what do you call her? The founder, the person who created it, came out and mentioned a comment because I was like, oh my God, I've never seen this doll look like this before. And she's like, oh yeah, I guess we shouldn't leave these out in case customers see it. And I was like, uh-oh, did I see something I wasn't supposed to see? So it's not to say that any of those dolls are going to get made. It was just, for me, it was almost like a tease being able to see all these dolls with this sort of potential of how they could look if they were done this way. And so it's like, now I have this in my head. It was almost like a dream, like some kind of weird fever dream where I saw, dolls that didn't exist, but they could exist. Or like the CYOs, like imagine they did a CYO shop kind of idea where you could just choose any combination you want. It was a really fun trip. So here is Jenny. I said Jenny or Jenna? I'm losing my mind. Jenna. It's Jenna in my favorite outfit, which used to be on this doll right here, but I've recently changed her into that outfit. And I did so because I wanted this outfit for her. Because like I said, I don't, even though she's had these on for 3 years, just knowing that they could stain was, I don't know, kind of a little bit of worry. And it's my favorite outfit, so I want to like her as much as possible. And the only thing I'm having trouble adjusting to is this like cartoonish green eye color, which I thought I might like better in person, but so far I've just got to get used to it. So there you go. And now I'm just gonna put her, where do I put her? Let me just put her on the couch behind me while I focus on Brianne, because there are some things I do have to say about Brianne, unfortunately. One, she was the first Maplelea doll I ever got, but I didn't buy her wanting her. I bought her wanting the clothes she came with because she was sold in a weird little kind of bundle that somebody must have found in a storage locker or something. So she was my first time seeing a Maplelea doll in person, and she's a nightmare. Like, there's no other way to put it. She's because she's old and the way she was kept, maybe, she's just very ugly. And I reacted to her on here and I was almost like scared of her. And I was like, I can just give her to my niece. But then she was so scary that I was like, I'm not going to give her to my niece. My niece is going to have nightmares if I give her this doll. And then people said she looked like Annabelle. So I nicknamed her Briannabelle. And okay, so the last time I showed Briannabelle was when I opened my Alexi doll. They have the same face, the same original face that these, the 4 girls have. and I showed them up close. And there is this analytics app that you can look at. And if there are enough skips or dips, like people who either skip past a part, enough people skip past, or exit out of your video, it'll show you that there was an increase, an unusual amount of skipping at that point. And the part of that video where I showed her up close, Brianne, it's my first time getting a skip, you know what I mean, a skip notification in the analytics app. So I was just like, what were they skipping? And then you can check where it was, and sure enough, it was people skipping the close-up of Brianne. So I'm like, maybe it's time I retire her from showing her in videos. Maybe if I ever do a ranking on my Mapletea doll videos, I'll show her again, but just keep her back here and not bring her up close to the camera, because I think people are actually legitimately afraid of her when I bring her out. So this one I'm hoping I'll like more, or that people will like more, because she's new, she's fresh, so she'll have like fresh paint. And I'm not kidding. Like, even I know, it's like, like the face only a mother could love. But even I know how my Brianne looks. So let me react to Brianne, and I'm hoping she's better. I'm hoping I like her more, because so far I do like all the dolls better in person. Oh, okay. So yeah, she does. That poor thing that I have, because she in person is really pretty, and she's very pale. I'm looking at my other pale Mapletea dolls. She is pale, but she doesn't look as scary as my Brianne. And I definitely, out of these two, like Brianne more than Jenna. And again, I know I sounded shady about Jenna because the eyes, I wasn't expecting them to be quite so bright, but she's really pretty in person. The newer version of Brianne. I mean, well, no, I think her bangs getting a little sideswept suit her whole country western look. And no tape on the back. I always love that. So yeah, I think people who hate my Brianne may not love Brianne, but they'll definitely like her more. She's really almost like Precious looking in person. Like really sweet. She looks very sweet. That's what it is. So try to bring up close enough so you can see. And if you disagree, and this is another skip moment, sorry about that. So now let me unbox her. It's the same that I always show you on here. These twist ties, which just take time. So maybe I'm not going to speed this up, but just know that it's not always as bad. And I think I said with her that I don't really save these boxes anymore, so I don't worry about opening them nicely. And they're called keepsake boxes, but I have so many now that I just don't have anywhere to put them to keepsake them. Isn't making a mess. All right, I'm not changing her clothes. Oh, so her bangs kind of sit like that. That's very prairie of her. I was about to say, did I even take Jenna's hair out? Okay, so here's another thing. So she has a really cute meat outfit. If I could take off the tape. Did I throw away my scissors? I swear I just opened her. Oh, here they are. Underneath Jenna's rejected starter outfit. But I do like it. Like I said, I just really want to see her in my favorite outfit of hers. Because I really like her meat outfit. Even though whenever I show pink outfits on here, I always complain that there's this pink girl and Brianne's the one. So she's the one I'm always poo-pooing her out. Not the outfits themselves, because her outfits are always really cute, but the color of it always being pink. She likes pink and kittens and bunnies and cowboy boots. These aren't really, I guess they are cowboy boots, but they're not the typical, when I picture the pointy toe, but they are so cute. So if you see, there's some embroidery on the square toe, and then it's like a fake leather. And if you compare them to the older boots, I have to try to lean out of the way. This doll here, the one with the purple boots, which is right here, they're a lot bigger looking. So I feel like they've improved their methods of developing the cowboy boots to fit their feet and make them not look so boaty. And then her pants are an actual, like a shrunken down denim. They feel like pink jeans, and just this like frilled up blousey kind of shirt, very cute. And her belt is Velcroed. So this is again like the fake leather, and then an embroidered with sort of silvery strings. You see there? So it's shiny, but it's in the threads. The threads are what make it shiny. And I'm very impressed with how cute she is. And I don't know if it's because my old Brianne, my Brianne is so terrifying that anybody would look cuter, but she is. She's definitely has a precious face. She looks very sweet, even though they all have the same face. But she is, and I thought I would like Jenna more just because she's red-haired and freckled, which is two things I love when dolls have freckles and red hair. But I think her bright green eyes I don't know. Maybe I'll eye swap her one day. Maybe my first Maplelea eye swap will be with Jenna because I'm not feeling the toxic radioactive green that she's got. But Brianne's really, really cute. I'm surprised, pleasantly surprised with how pretty she is. Let me bring her back. So just a warning if you don't like these faces, but she is so cute. And I think it's just the way, even though she's very fair skinned, like light skin toned, her blushing and just the way they've colored her looks so different. Like yes, I must say, I have to take back all my Brianne hate because I just have a bad one. Unfortunately, my Brianne is not a very good version of her. So let me bring the two girls back because now I have, well, not just all four of the original girls. I won't show them all right now. I'm just going to show these two so that you can have a little side by side of the two of the four first core girls who came out. Because the thing about, so these two I felt like were kind of similar because they're, lighter complexion, light colored eyes, and then a blondish to reddish hair. And the other two girls, Taryn and Alexi, are brown haired dolls, brown haired eyes, and one of them just has a paler version and one has a darker version of the colors of hair and eyes and everything. So I kind of feel like these two go together, or shouldn't go together because they look so much alike that way. And now, as I was saying earlier, I have everything I need for my Maplelea deep dive that I will, because I originally, when I was planning to do that, was going to be through pictures. I would show pictures of the things I didn't have, but now, because of all these tax breaks, which is why I've been buying all these Maplelea things, because of that, now I have everything I need in doll form that I don't need to show pictures anymore. So that's cool. I pretty much have the entire Maplelea store now too, by the way, what's currently available. I really do think Jenna is going to lead me to doing my first Maplelea eye swap. And I don't know if she always looks like this or if I got a Jenna with funny eyes, but they're not growing on me. And I've even braided her hair, trying to bond with her. And everybody has different tastes. So let me bring her closer and I'm going to explain. I don't know if I made it clear when I was unboxing her, but to me, she really does look like she did something that is legal in Canada and in many states, but probably not at her age. And that's just the way she looks to me. There's almost like a pinkness to the whites of her eyes. And because their eyes are already round, so they already have this almost like their stifling laughter look. Their expression is kind of like that. And not always, but sometimes when you look at them, that's how they can look. So my one regret, if I do decide to eye swap her, I'll probably give her brown eyes because I do love red hair with brown eyes especially. Oh, and I love her wig. The red of her hair is so nice. It's so soft and silky. What was I going to say? The one thing I would regret before I can go back to her hair in a sec. What I would regret about eye swapping her is she has ginger eyelashes. And I don't think I'd be able to find replacement eyes with gingery eyelashes, which is unfortunate, but I just don't know if I can bond with her with this eye color. We're all different, but I don't know. It might be, to me, she is prettier in pictures. I like her eyes more in pictures than in my real life. But anyway, back to the wig. What's interesting is because her original hairstyle has pigtails, she has those same short hairs that come down to cover the wig net. What is it called? The base of the wig. I don't know why it's escaping me right now. And I think she's my only Maplelea doll who has that. So I can't think of any other Maplelea dolls that have hair styles like that when they come. So I just don't think any other doll would have those shorter hair pieces like Molly did. And so now, when I said in the beginning or earlier that I was going to show the ballet outfit later in the video, it's with Brianne because it's her outfit. And I have quite a bit to say about the outfit, and I hope that you can still see that she's much cuter than my last Brianne. And I have to say, I've spent time with her, and I really do think she's sweet. It wasn't just that first glance where I liked her. She has more life to her, I think is what it is. Not just compared to my nightmare Brianne, but even compared to a lot of the pale dolls I have. The coloring, she just is very vibrant looking to me. And now back to the outfit, because what I was saying with the Erica doll, the limited edition doll, is I couldn't get the hair to go in a bun. And even though this isn't perfect, it's fine. It was enough to put her in the video and maybe even display her like this. But I would like to find another Maplelea doll to display in this outfit because I don't want Brianne wearing it all the time. So the thing about this ballet outfit is it's too bad it didn't come in a wider, maybe flatter box, just so that it could sit flat in the box. Because I don't know if you recall when I unboxed it, it was very wrinkly. Not very wrinkly, but it was kind of creased up and didn't sit nicely. So out of the box, it wasn't in good shape, let's say. So I had to iron it, and I was very scared because I don't know what fabrics this is, if it was going to melt. I just ironed it on low setting synthetic, so it was easy. It was easy to iron. It took maybe once the once the iron was hot enough, it flattened pretty fast. But still, I wish I didn't have to iron something that, it's not expensive. I mean, it's expensive, but it's just something I wouldn't want to ruin by having to iron it. And then it sits nicely once you get it ironed, of course. And it's very glittery, so it does shed some glitter. What else do I have to say? The tights. So that the funny thing about the tights, see, when I took them off of the Tiana doll, it left purple fuzzies all over the place, and I thought I was gonna have to take some tape to remove it, just to, like, make it sticky and pull it off. And so I was going to do that after I put it on the Maplelea doll, who ended up being Brianne. But for some reason, when I put the tights, oh, here's a little piece right here. Once I put the entire outfit costume back on her, it seemed to remove most of the purple fluffs that got on her. So I think it's when you remove the outfit that the fluffs become a problem. And so that's something to keep in mind for anyone who is interested in this outfit. And you have to be pretty careful with the shoes, I would say. Don't ever have anything on top of them, because they can crease, they can lose their shape very easily. And because even though they're high quality, but they're like thin, so they're delicate, in my opinion. And I think that's all I have to say about the outfit. It's really, really nice. I do love it. And I think people would like it too. Just keep in mind that you might have to iron it, and that if you have a Maplelea doll, she can hold up she can hold up the hem of the skirt if you so care to. That was a lot, right? The thing is, I have even more unboxings than just the 4 I compiled in here. And I always have more unboxings coming. So I might just do things like this every once in a while, just save up some unboxing videos and push them all out at once, just so that I'm not constantly uploading a new unboxing video and having this become some kind of unboxing channel. For example, as I mentioned earlier, I have another Maplelea doll to pick up, but that doll is actually 2 dolls that I'm going to be picking up. But that's the end of them, because that's literally every Maplelea doll that they have on the site right now. And aside from that, I also bought a couple of ruby red dolls. They have a purpose within my Maplelea collection, and I was going to add them into this because there is a relation to my Maplelea collection. But then I thought, 1, this is already going to be such a long video, and 2, and more importantly, is that it's so hard to find ruby red unboxing videos that I didn't want it to get buried within this long Maplelea video, because I'm already burying a lot with the different dolls I opened in here. If you're not sitting down and watching this whole probably 2-hour video by the time I'm done, then you're not going to know that they're in here anyway. So that's why I will have other kinds of unboxings coming too. The ruby red one will be a sort of compilation. And then I'm going to try not to have to do so many unboxings that I have to do unboxing compilations from here on out. But that's just what happened here. And so, like I said, it's been over the last maybe 6 weeks or so that I've been buying all these dolls. Month to 6 weeks, I don't even know anymore. It's been so long. So anyone who got through it, feel free to let me know if there are any of the dolls that you liked or you were curious about, or if some of these faces just aren't growing on you. We all have different tastes, so there's nothing you can do. It's not like you need to feel bad about your taste, just like I don't have to feel bad for sharing them. And I think that's all I need to say in this video. It's been a really long one, and so I have to thank you for hanging out with me, and I will see you soon in the next one.